2012 season of the PKRA Tour kicked off in Dakhla Morocco in the remote region of the Western Sahara. The expansive dunes and lagoons provided riders with the ultimate location to get the new season of competition underway. Protected by the strong winds blowing year-round along the bay, a big camp welcomes the competitors who are anxious to get in the water and try out the spot.
Hello, today is the first day of the PKRA season 2012. This is the opening ceremony today. The wind is not here yet. And behind you can see all the riders around here. The French, the Spanish, the guy from Dominican Republic, Brazil, Austria, Switzerland, all over the world.
With over a dozen nationalities present at this event, the competition promises to be exciting and full of surprises, as training from this winter is sure to have brought some new talents on tour.
The first event you'll always see a lot of more people than on the last ones because people really want to give it a try and start from zero. So this is for sure going to be one of the hardest competitions. This winter I've been mostly at home in Tarifa. We had like three different spots that they used to ride during the winter. And yeah, we film over there.
Winter training provides the best opportunity for the riders to work on new tricks and perfect their consistency. While Alex Pastor was training at home in Tarifa with his teammate Bruno Cagia from Brazil, Italian rider Alberto Rondina was training in Australia along with Asha Litwin from Poland. Our current women's world champion, Gisela Pulido, was training in South Africa, along with Sebastian Grot and Karolina Winkowska. Our current men's world champion, Yuri Zun, spent time in Venezuela and learned a new trick.
Yeah, I did got some new tricks this winter. Just nailed a 319 like 2 weeks ago, and tried to ride a bit more steady on the doubles, and the things I'm thinking of that I need this year. Yeah, the place here in Morocco, Dakhla, everything is pretty basic, but the kiting instead is really good. We got, I think, one of the best spots here, and it's perfectly flat, wind's dead steady, and it's just really nice to ride here. And although you don't have much around here, it has a nice, relaxed atmosphere, and it's always good to be here and come back here.
It's different from anywhere else I've been in the world. You get here and you're sort of like in denial as soon as you get, because you miss the technology, you miss the comfort, you miss all of those little things, but you don't really need that to survive. Then you come to this place in the middle of the desert, you kite surf, and you only focus on the things that are actually important. So I quite like to come here. It's like that week where I get freedom from all of those little material things.
For the 2012 season, the PKRA introduces a new format of judging. New Zealander Mark Jacobs explains.
Yeah, so this year we've got the new trick format. Basically, you got 7 minutes and they pick the top 7 tricks, and you got 12 attempts to do that. So yeah, basically it's going to show more styles, going to be more involved. It's just going to be harder tricks and kite position lower, and so more power. So yeah, definitely practicing on getting consistency down with the harder tricks. I can't wait to
You know, you've got the top 4 guys from last year, Yuri, Alex, Mark and Albie. So obviously they'll be really big contenders, and Kevin is also back from his injury. He was world champion in 2009, so it'll be good to see him riding in competitions again. There's also a few new faces. The guys from Brazil and Dominican Republic are absolutely ripping. They're out there all the time, just, you know, busting all their tricks. There's obviously there's a few young guys. There's like myself, who's just kind of getting into it, and we just want to see where we're at.
In the girls division, 2011 world champion Gisela Polito has been recovering from a shoulder injury, while Bruna Kajia and Karolina Winkowska are now riding with full confidence in their boots.
This is a new season, so every year you get a bit nervous before coming, because you don't know how Karolina, Asha, Bruna and all the girls are going to ride, so you have this nervous inside you, and you never know what's going to happen. Even if you're a world champion, you need to be like that, and you need to be ready for everything that comes. So.
Personal win this year is probably going to be the one most determined, most hungriest, and who's going to want it the most. So, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting year because a lot of people are hungry for the title, and yeah, end of the day, it's what you put down in that 7 minutes is what's just going to put you in the leads.
On the first day of the competition, everything seems to be perfect for the start of the single elimination. Everyone is preparing for the heats to begin, and you can literally feel the excitement in the air.
Okay, this is the first day of competition where we're gonna do the single elimination. The conditions are looking pretty sick today. Looks like 11 meter, I think. It's also pretty sunny and all good. Yeah. It's gonna be sick.
Apart from the usual competitors vying for the title, a few of the local Moroccan riders advance into the main event, eager to represent their home country.
Now we have the 3rd edition of the PKRA in Dakhla, and we see that level, every time it's going from better to better, and it's important for us to compare our level to the international level, to push the Moroccan level a little bit to the front.
The start of the single elimination reveals how much the overall level of riding has improved this year in both the men's and women's divisions.
Yeah, the serious thing is just starting now, because there is top 8 riders all in girls and men division, so it's gonna be cool to watch, and the wind is picking up, so. Oh, and Yuri is coming back, so maybe he wanna say something.
Music is everywhere if you know where to look. I see blue skies in an old woman's expression. A man's
my first heat this year, 2012, was directly a heat that was full on. I was against Dakhla from Brazil. I always knew the kid was riding really well, and that's what he did in my heat. I had an alright heat, but he was really on fire, and he really did a good job, and he's really riding well, and I think we're gonna hear something more from him in the doubles.
So you can eat it, believe it. Don't you know the world's little secret? You can't remember nothing if your brain's been deleted. 1 levels, 2 levels, 3 levels, 4, 5th level, 6 more till you reach the core. To understand they don't really want you no more.
Aside from the Brazilian rider Eudazio da Silva, a few newcomers are making their way to the top 10, such as Christopher Tack from Belgium, Liam Whaley from Spain, and Robinson Hilario from the Dominican Republic, just to name a few.
Hear me now, look, listen and now watch. Wait but don't stop, man, I love hip-hop. Study but don't copy, return what you took. Music is everywhere if you know where to look.
All rider, they are kiting good, but I got my tricks too. So I think we got all the rider got almost the same level. I think I can do a good result this year. Let's see. We never know, but I think I can do it.
Yeah, if you're the first event of the year, it's always you always think there are some new faces on the tour, and always waiting who's gonna make it into the top. Well, for this year, this event, we don't have any changes. It's still Alex, Mark, Alberto, and me in the top 4, and you know, hopefully I will have the same outcome as last year. That would be really good.
Yuri Zun won last year's season by coming out victorious at nearly every single event. But things seem to be harder this year.
Yeah, no, with the new judging criteria, you really have to think about a lot of things, you know. You have to stay in the box, you have to think about the 7 tricks you're gonna do, you know. You have to count, you know, because after 12 attempts, you can just go to the beach and chill. Like yesterday, I did like a few crashes in that heat, and then after that, I had some good tricks, but those were like over 12, so they didn't score. So then I lost by half point, but yeah, you know, that's the new criteria, we gotta get used to it, but I think it's working.
So we have to stick with this, and it's pretty hard at the beginning because we're not used to the new system, and like for some girls it's better, for the others it's worse. Gisela had a bad day because she didn't stick to the new rules and she did like not enough tricks.
The world champion Gisela Pulido gets disqualified very early in the competition. And for the first time ever in her career, she's not on the podium of the single elimination. Meanwhile, Bruna Kajia happily enters the finals.
I just came out of the water with the semifinals. That was like quite emotional. Semifinals was between me and Karolina Winkowska. It was really tight. We're both riding really well. The results came out and I was super happy I won. So I'm just gonna go with the final with a big smile now.
The women's final is between Aja Litwin from Poland and Bruna Kajia from Brazil. It's been a long day for all the riders, who finish with a beautiful sunset overlooking the bay.
Yeah, so the finals finally come up. Yuri and Alex made it to the final, so congratulations to them. Sun's just about down, so a nice sunset final will be pretty epic. Go!
I just finished the last heat of the single elimination. That was the final against Yuri Zun. It was pretty dark already. I pretty much couldn't see the water in some of my tricks, but yeah, I think I had a good hit. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I think my style has changed for sure since I'm riding boots, and I have a lot more power than before, and I can see that from the judges. They're way more stoked on my tricks than they were before, so yeah, I think that helped me for sure.
So after I won from Karolina, I moved to the finals with Aja Litwin. Had a pretty good final. It was the sunset, so it was like a really nice time. I'm really happy to win the singles, and now I have to wait for the doubles and see how it goes.
To take a break from the stress of the event, some of the riders took a little journey around the Dakhla Attitude Camp with the event organizer.
Dakhla, let's say like 10 years ago, it was more like a military small city in the south of Morocco. But with the kite surfing, all the promotion we do to this region through kite surfing, it becomes like one of the best destinations in the world. It was so nice like to have all the riders here, or my friends, and to introduce them like things about around Dakhla and this spot. And like the other day we went to the source, which was for me like the natural shower of Dakhla. I go there since like 10 years now, since I came to Dakhla, before all the camps exist here. Some of the riders, they went as well to the White Dune, which is like one of the best places here in Dakhla. A very nice spot. and as well we went to the market the other day to discover a bit of the Moroccan culture around here.
Down the road. Down the road, mama, run down the road. Your kids are all alone, mama. Down the road. Down the road, mama, run down the road. Your kids are all alone, mama. Down the road. Them loot and break shops too, mama. No work, them do. Them shoot the devils in, mama. This road will be their end. Down the road, mama, run down the road. Your kids are all alone, mama. Down the road.
At the competition site, a few riders decided to head over to a flatwater lagoon near the camp to practice some of their tricks prior to the beginning of the double elimination. Meanwhile, there's been some debate, as some riders have chosen to switch from riding foot straps to riding boots over the wintertime. We took some time to understand their motivations and talked to Alex Pastor, who won the 2011 event in New Caledonia riding in boots, as well as winning the single eliminations here in Morocco.
Yeah, I guess I won in boots. That kind of proves that it's possible. So a lot of people that like to ride boots are convinced that it's possible to compete in boots and also do good. So I think that helped a lot.
I definitely agree with him on the fact that you can land more tricks and more consistently from it, just because your foot doesn't pop out and you just got more control of the board and can land a bit harder blind and stuff. You know, I guess if I keep getting beaten by the riders riding boots, and I'm going to probably start doing it as well.
The trend seems to be continuing in the women's division as well.
I'm not sure yet, but I think boots, because to be honest, I hate my straps these days. It's just like such light winds, and sometimes you may have to adapt to the conditions, and straps might be better. But when they put it on, it just doesn't feel right. So I'm just gonna stick to the boots and see where it takes me.
D'abord j'ai fait sur le sable, après j'ai essayé dans l'eau.
Et alors, t'as réussi à monter sur la planche?
Oui.
Facile?
C'est facile le kite.
The double elimination is where the riders who were eliminated in the single elimination get the chance to climb back up the ladder and compete against those who performed well in the singles.
You're here at the last day of the PKRA Morocco. I'm here with the top three guys from our first elimination. These guys, they've got three pretty different styles. We've got Alex with the more technical style, I'd say. He's got the boots on. We've got Mark, who's a really powerful rider, also pretty technical. We've got Yuri, who just goes massive and takes everything huge. We also got Bruna here, one of the top girl riders.
I think they're riding pretty good. Gisela has a long way to go to the podium, but there's also Carolina and Asha. I think they all have potential to be there. I want to grab everything. I think it looks much nicer. It puts like more technical difficulty into the trick. And with that, grab the first place.
Hey yo, you ever wake up in the hospital bed with a knot on your head, asking doc how you got there? If the answer is no, you might want to slow your roll with the tough talk. We are not scared. I know some on them hot blocks with them glass cock pop drop.
The level of riding from the women just increases exponentially year after year. Polish rider Karolina Winkowska switched to riding boots and throws more than a few moves that are sure to make many men jealous.
I just bet Gisela had a hard hit. I landed everything. Stoked. And now is the hardest.
In the finals, despite the light winds, both women show their best tricks, and the heat is one of the closest of the competition.
Either or. I spit playmakers. You wouldn't get this kind of game on that satellite channel G4. This song go 18. That's what the high school kids tell me. I don't know what it mean, but sure. Call me a square, man. Do it if you dare. I had your little popular ass bloody up the floor, and that's real. Everybody in the game is thugging these days because and that don't mean nothing. In my city, my block, everywhere that I stop, they ready to show the world that you love. Now where you from? West Stone.
Qui a montré un très bon niveau cette année sur Dakhla. Donc on la félicite, félicitations. Congratulations, Bruna.
Back to the men's competition, where some of the fresh blood is making a big impression.
So now I'm 15 years old and this is my second year on the tour, but last year I only did three events. Yeah, it's really hard to compete against the top riders of the world. So I just try my best and have fun for a start. Yeah, every event I feel like I'm having more power in my tricks and going higher, so hopefully soon I'll be on the top of the riders.
Unfortunately for Liam, he's beaten by the Brazilian Idazio da Silva, who seems to be unstoppable in this double elimination.
I think Idazio, the Brazilian, is riding pretty good here. He almost beat Yuri in the singles already.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got the potential to make it to the final, even though and actually win it, just because it's really working for his weight size, and he's really can ride really well in these conditions.
Just moved to this block and they don't like my
Pop like a ninja.
So I got to protect it. Did he just say that? Hell yeah, I said it, man. I stayed with my mama, you acting like you never did. So what, man? I still
Já passei já 4 baterias, agora eu já estou em 4º lugar e agora que vai ser um pouco mais difícil porque eu vou pegar os melhores.
I ain't say I was a gangster, I just said I had no business. Anybody from anywhere who want it can get it in a minute.
Idazio manages to climb all the way to a podium placement, but has to beat the world champion Yuri Zun first to earn a place in the finals.
It's a hood crime. Bully Mac bullies hit the block in no time.
I think he win pretty much, I don't know, 7 heats today or something. And yeah, finally I was the one that could stop him. I'm pretty happy about it, so I kept my 2nd place. Now up against Alex again.
I couldn't really stay upwind enough, so I only did 6 tricks. So yeah, apparently I just lost against Yuri and we'll have to redo the final.
In a double elimination format, if the winner of the singles loses their first final of the double, they get a 2nd chance. Alex Pastor and Yuri Zun go out for the last heat of the competition and the first win of the 2012 season.
The 2nd heat I wasn't really riding good and Alex was riding better, but luckily in the end I won. Yeah, of course I'm super happy about it. I totally didn't expect it, but I think my style of riding with a bit more power won over the more clean riding of Alex. So they definitely judged on power, so I'm really happy with that, and that's definitely my aim for the whole year, ride with as much power as possible. And as we saw here, the top 5, like with Alberto, Mark, Idazio da Silva from Brazil, Alex and me were like really close together. Every heat is just like won by a couple of points. So for the whole year it's going to be really interesting. And the next stop is France. We're going to see who's the best out there, and you know, the whole season has a lot of different things in every different spot, so it's going to be a very, very interesting season.